Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for attending. Today we're going to be covering how to use Facebook business pages to help you engage with your audience and promote your brand online. We're going to start with everyone on mute and then open up the class to questions at the end. I'll start by introducing you to everyone that is helping bring free resources to local business owners like yourself. Nicole here is the Program and Partnership Coordinator at the Millinocket Memorial Library, and she's brought us on to offer free resources and live classes. Tom is the president of Outreach Broadband, a local internet service provider here in Maine, and they're our sponsors for today's class. And my name is Cassandra. I'm a marketing and digital media specialist from Streamline Design. I'm going to be presenting and then answering your questions at the end. So today, just a basic overview. What we're going to be covering is the purpose and benefits of a Facebook business page, the different account types that there are, how to set up your page and manage your page. We're going to go over some content and engagement, some best practices. We'll also review the professional dashboard versus the Meta Business Suite. And then we'll wrap it up by taking a look at some page insights. So I was chatting with Nicole before this. Facebook is very confusing. It's mostly why we did this video here. There's a lot of different pieces that go into it. So I'm going to do my best to help provide you with as much information as possible. But if you have any questions, you can save them for the end. So jumping right in, what is a Facebook business page? It's a free business account to connect, engage, and promote to your audience. It's often used as a free alternative to a website. It provides advanced tools for paid promotion, and it provides page insights and advanced features to manage your business online. So basically, it's getting you in front of your customers where they already are, which is social media. And it also helps you promote to a larger audience through targeted paid ads and pushing your content out to a larger audience. The benefits of Facebook business: it's, like I said, often used as a website replacement. So it's free to create and maintain, making it a cost-effective way for businesses to advertise their products and services. You have the opportunity for engagement and seamless customer service. So engaging with customers and building relationships by responding to comments and messages, posting updates. And you can also capture leads on Facebook. So a business page allows you to create a post that has a form attached to it, so you can capture information and have the leads sent directly to you. And the insights, for a free platform, the data tracking and insights that you're given is pretty robust. So it comes with a range of analytics and insight tools that allow businesses to track the performance of their page, monitoring the engagement, and measuring the effectiveness of your marketing. And lastly is brand awareness. So you have the opportunity for free and paid brand awareness. The free brand awareness is through post. So posting your content like specials, services, offerings. It's allowing you to promote your brand for free with the content you're posting. And then the paid option is creating targeted advertising campaigns that reach specific audiences. You can set it up to target audiences based on location, age, interests, and a lot more. And it helps you reach a larger audience. So to cover the different account types, we have the profile, a group, and a business page. And oftentimes when we're talking about Facebook, account, page, and profile, those words are used interchangeably. So it just kind of adds to the confusion as what is what. So I figured starting here with what accounts there are is a great point. So a profile is your personal account. You can set it to private or public. You will need a personal account to set up a business page, and you cannot sell or advertise from your personal profile. Facebook will flag it and they'll automatically change it to a business page. So I'm going to show you this right here. So this is my personal Facebook page. So this is where the posts are and where you can access all your things, your messaging and things like this. So I have to set up all the pages through your personal account. And then a group is used for communication between participants or groups of people. So it can be private or public. If it's private, you have to request access to get into it. you're not supposed to sell anything from groups, but basically it's like a larger scale group chat. So group here, I pulled one, Hike Maine is a group, and you can see it's a public group. There's about almost 8,000 members, and you can just post content right here to the group. You can join so that you get notifications, and it's just a collection of posts from people that are in the group about the topic, so hiking Maine. And then a business page has all the added features to manage your business. It's a public only option, and it gives you the platform to interact with customers. You can data track and look at the page insights, and your Facebook business page is also ranked by search engines, which is a huge benefit if you don't have a website. Search engines can pull information from your Facebook page and allow you to show up in search engine results. So it's really great if you do not have a website that they do this for you. And the business page, I'm going to use Sunday River as an example. So you can see they all look really similar in terms of format, the group and the page, but the business page has all the business information here. You also have the tabs option here. There's a call to action, and this is only posts that the business posts. So it can be the different shares or content that they're posting, but it's really only business-based posting, whereas the group, anyone can kind of post to it. So I'm going to walk you through the quick steps, and then I'll show you exactly what that looks like. So to set up your Facebook business page, you have to log into your personal Facebook account or create a personal Facebook account if you don't already have one. You just go to facebook.com/signup, enter in your info, set up your personal page, and then move on to step 2, which is where we'll create your new page. We're going to add in your basic info, and then we're going to upload pictures and content. So what that looks like is going over to see all, and then the column for create, you're going to go down to page. You're going to start entering in your business information. I'm going to use a skincare company, and you want to make sure you have the green check to make sure that the name isn't taken. If it is, just put in a few different variations, and then you're going to go to a category and just start typing in different things that relate to your business. I had to find a few, but eventually I was able to find the beauty, cosmetic, and personal care. So just pick a category that works best for your business and add in a description here. Then you select create page. It's going to load through, and it's going to give you a notification that it was created. So in the same column, you can scroll down, and now you have the option to add images. So you're going to add a profile image. You want to make sure that it's not cut off or anything. So you want it to be a circle image. And then we're going to add a cover image. And if your cover image is cut off like mine is, you can just drag it over in that left column. You can drag it down to center it and save. This is just a pop-up for WhatsApp. You can connect WhatsApp if it's something that you use. It's just a messaging platform, basically. But we're going to create a username for you. This is where someone can search for you or tag you. I tried a few times, but the option to create username was not enabled. So if that's happening to you, it's just because you don't have enough followers. Wait until you have about 25 followers and then try the username again. And the next part is the getting started. You can just walk through with the getting started, and it will help you put in basic information like your phone number, website. If you don't have those details, you just can select it doesn't have it. You can put in your hours that you have. So just filling in as much info as you can. And once it walks you through, it'll open up to all the details where you can further edit, add your location. You can also add service areas. So if you only provide service to certain locations, you can include that there. Your hours, you can do COVID hours if you have different service changes. But the basic details that your business page presents in that first box that you see when you scroll. You can also link your Instagram account here. So if you have a business Instagram, you can link it here. And then when you post, it can automatically post to both platforms, which is great. So we're just going to go back to home, close out of that again. And we're back on the home page here. And the next thing I would recommend is the tabs up here. I'd recommend editing that, just more edit tabs. And from here, you can drag and drop and move these around. So since this is a skincare products company, I'm putting shop at the very top. I'm putting reviews up there, some photos. I'm just rearranging the options that are available. And you can enable and disable by clicking on the blue toggle there. So for us, services doesn't make sense, so I turn those off. So once you have it organized, you've moved things around, and it looks good, you can see it on the front end. But this is the templates and tabs section here. And we're going to go back to the homepage of your business page, and you can see that those tabs are now changed. So it has shop, reviews, offers, and you can once again edit those tabs from there. I'd also recommend putting in a call to action, so adding a button here. Again, based on your business, you're going to pick the button that works the best for you. For this business, it's a shop on website button, and it requires a website link. So I'm just going to pop that website in there. And then once we jump out of it, that edit shop on website button is there. For users, it's going to show up as just shop on website. So those are the most important key elements, I'd say, for content and information to get you set up on your business page. Your cover photo, your profile picture, your tabs, setting up your call to action, and just putting in that basic information like hours, location, things like that. So once you have your Facebook business profile page set up, you're going to want to start posting content. So there's different types of posts that you can create on Facebook. So the first and most common option is the photo video post. It's the standard post type. You can add a description, location, hashtags, you can tag people. You can also add a link to the description of the post, and it will pull in an image from that website. You have, actually, let me show you that. So if you're here in your Facebook page, let me switch over. So if you're here on your Facebook business page, you can just post here, and you can select this button to add photos and video. You put in your description up here, you can do tags and everything. And then a reel is the Facebook version of an Instagram reel or a TikTok, which is a short video. They're typically 60 seconds, and they can include music, filters, text overlays. It's really great for like behind the scenes content, to show your personality. It's a little bit more casual content. And you can get your content discovered by using hashtags and trending topics and things like that. But Reels is, again, kind of an advanced portion, so you don't need Reels, but it's there if you want it. You also have the option to create a Get Messages post. So it's similar to a standard post, but it's a promotional one. So you can use video or photo content. Again, you can add location, hashtags, things like that. And it also will include a clickable button on the post so that the person can send a message to your business. So what that looks like is, if we were to come in here, you're going to go add post and just click these little dots and Get Messages right here. So it looks the same. Add a description, add your video. And then when you post this, it's going to have this bar down here where it says your business info. And then this button will be active. So anyone that sees the post, they can click and just quickly send your business a message. So those are great for promotional items. So I'm going to walk you through the settings of the backend in a moment. We're going to jump into the dashboard and the business suite in a little bit, but I want to talk first about content and engagement. So we talked about the different post types we have. There's a few advanced options as well. So you can do events and you can also raise money. So these are two ones that I think might be used often. So the events one is the option where you can create and promote a gathering or event. It lets you send invites, people can RSVP, people can post questions to the event, you can add information, updates, things like that. So to get to that, you're going to go to Professional Dashboard. Just going to leave. Now this is your professional dashboard, and you're just going to scroll down to the events section. And this will show any active events that you have, but to create a new one, just create. And then it's going to walk you through the steps for entering in all your information. So whether it's online or in person, it'll start asking you questions and you can just fill in the details for it. So that is how to get to the events portion. And then raising money, a raising money post, it's the ability to donate to a nonprofit. So you go in here, and again, it's the 3 dots here, and you can select raise money, and then you can just start typing in your nonprofit. So we could select the library. And then again, like the button that says get messages, it'll enable a donate button, so you can put your content in, put a picture, and then if people see your post, they can just press donate and it will bring them through to put a donation through for whichever nonprofit you choose. So that's a really great option as well. Those are advanced ones though, so if you have further questions on those, we can cover them in the next class as well. But for content, there's different types of content that you want to post to your profile. So to show you, I generally use an 80-20 rule, but it's also dependent on industry. But 80% is general posts, you know, educational, community, behind the scenes, industry news, that kind of stuff. And then 20% for promotional content. But in general, the different post types and the different types of content you can use are to showcase your products and services. You can provide educational content, seasonal and community events, industry news, behind the scenes. You can highlight a positive review. And you can also provide special offers or giveaways on your Facebook business page. And then for some best practices on content, you want to start by knowing your audience. So before you start creating content, you want to make sure you know who your audience is and what they value. So for example, I'm going to say like a pet groomer, let's say, is making content for their social media, and they start making content all about the products they use, what works best for them schedule-wise, more like back-end business things. That type of content would be targeting other pet groomers. But if they start creating content that is about the health of their pet, different products that they can buy for their pet, different locations they can bring their pet, that's more for the pet owner. So creating content based on your audience is really important. You want to make sure you're speaking to a specific group of people with the content you're creating. You also want to use eye-catching visuals. So using high quality images or videos do really well on Facebook. It allows you to grab their attention. And you can also use like creative infographics or other visuals that will help make your content stand out. Because as you know, when you're scrolling, you want something that's going to capture you and grab your attention. And another one is just short and sweet. Keep it short and sweet. Attention spans on Facebook are pretty short, so keeping your content concise and to the point is really important. Putting in like the most important information at the top, like for today's class, I said lock in your position, your seat for our class tonight before we begin. And then I had all the class information underneath it, but that first line was to really capture the attention of someone, and if they were interested in that, they could then get all the rest of the info. But you don't want to start with a bunch of details without really the whole concise bit of what you're trying to promote or offer. So have the most important stuff at the top, I would say. You also want to create content that's relatable and authentic. Creating content that is corporate and cold, it doesn't do so well on social media. You know, people are there in a more relaxed environment social media is. So keeping things relatable is important. You can share stories that are authentic and just relate to people on a personal level. We also want to create some variety of content. So again, how we talked about the different content types. Like here, you want to do a nice mix of different content. So mixing it up, what you're pushing out for content is really important. You don't want the same stuff every time. You're going to lose interest from your audience. And you also want to encourage engagement. So using a call to action in your post, like message the business, or encouraging them to engage by asking a question, that will help increase the engagement on your posts, and it'll help encourage ongoing engagement as well. So for content, we've talked about the content type, some best practices. This is about scheduling your content. So scheduling content is an option that you have in the back end of Facebook. You can access it through the business suite, but really the benefits of scheduling your content is to create consistency with your content. Time management, it allows you to do things on your time. And you can also post to Facebook and Instagram this way, and you can create targeted posting. So what that means is you can schedule your post for a certain time of day or a certain day to help you target when your audience is most active. And Facebook can also recommend to you popular times that people are on Facebook. So you can make sure your post goes out at popular times. I know I was just looking at it and it was saying 6 p.m. is a popular time. So people must be getting home from work and scrolling through their phones. So Facebook will let you know what time is good. So scheduling it will let you have access to all of that and keep your content consistent. And it just relieves the pressure of needing to constantly post and, oh, I forgot to post today, but having it planned out for you a few weeks in advance is really helpful. I will show you the planning calendar in the back in a little bit once we get into the settings of the Meta Business Suite. But I'm just going to continue on with the engagement component of your page for now. So the benefits of engaging with your audience, it helps to build relationships and a community around your brand. So when I say engagement, I mean answering messages, replying to comments. If someone posts a review on your business, responding to the review, even engaging on other groups or liking content or inviting people to your page. That kind of engagement is going to help build trust. It'll help improve your brand perception, because if people are seeing the way that you're engaging with other users, it will overall help the image of your brand. It's a great way to also get feedback. So if you're we could put a post out about what kind of content are you looking for free classes, and receiving that type of feedback from our specific audience is really going to be helpful for us. And it can help you increase leads. So like I said, if you're engaging with your audience and someone is seeing that and they like the way that you're engaging, and it's going to pull them in, it's going to pull them into your page further and hopefully increase your leads for capturing them. And just a side note about the algorithm, Facebook prioritizes content that is relevant and interesting to its users. So the more engagement you get on a post, the more Facebook will show it to other users. And a few best practices for engagement: the responding, we have the keeping it personalized and professional. When you're responding to different comments or messages, use their name, make sure that it doesn't sound too automated, and keeping it professional by not using acronyms or emojis or things like that is nice as well. And then for responding to engagement, providing solutions and support. If someone has a direct question, providing them with a link to resources is really helpful. I also recommend responding within 24 hours. Facebook recommends 24 hours, but I would recommend as soon as you can. But 24 hours is a good marker for responding. And then if you're trying to promote engagement, You can ask people for reviews on Facebook, or you can put it in an email blast or create some type of content where it's like a printed out poster or something asking for reviews. That will help engagement on your Facebook. You can also offer incentives like a discount or an offer if they provide you with a review. And to boost engagement overall on your Facebook page, I would recommend collaboration. So whether it's another local business that you can collaborate with, or I'd probably say a local business to collaborate with. So for instance, Outer Reach was a part of the Free Kids Fishing Day that was sponsored by the Fin and Feather Club. And we had a ton of engagement on that post because it's not only going out to our audience, but it's going out to the audience of people who were attending that event. So the collaborations are really great for boosting your engagement. Now, my recommended use, this is where we're going to start jumping into the back end, but my recommended use for the business profile is your business page. I would say is great for quick info edits, quick posting, and page settings. So coming back here, a quick post, I mean, just adding in a quick information, an image, posting it right there if you don't want to go through the whole content planner. And then you can edit info quickly right here. So if you just have a few things to edit, I'd say just doing it right here is perfect. No need to get into the back end if you don't have to. And then for the professional dashboard, I would use that for looking at your page insights, posting specialty posts, boosting your posts, and then you can also get some inspiration and support through the professional dashboard. So back here again, when you're on your page, you come to professional dashboard. And this is where you can get some insights. It's pretty general, but it lets you know some key insight information about your post and your page. This is also, again, where the events are, but the Inspiration Hub gives you some popular content. And the bottom portion down here, the help and guidance, this is great to help you set up your page. It gives free resources and guides. So I'd recommend checking that out if you want to learn more about the business page. And then the Meta Business Suite, this is really the robust backend where you can manage your engagement, schedule your posts, manage your ads. You can do advanced features, and it has all the tools basically. So if we're back home on your page, it's in here, Meta Business Suite. And I'd recommend bookmarking these if you're going to be using them a lot. That way you don't have to try and find it every single time. But this is the Meta Business Suite. This right here is the planner. Just gives an overview, but you can select it on the side here. This is where you can manage all the messages and then any notifications for incoming information. But the planner here is probably the most important, or my most recommended. So it gives you a look of the week, and you just create. We started a little late, so we're gonna just go over by a few minutes. But here's where you can create a post and you can add a photo, your details, you can add a location, you can add that message button, add a link, and then you can select schedule. And this is where you can change the date, the time, and this is where Facebook recommends times, so active times. And this is going to give you some popular times and days to post your content. So you can select one of those, save. And then once you input all the data, you can press schedule. And once you press schedule, it's going to show up back here on your planner. So we plan our content out. I'll show you. We plan it out. We have a few posts going. So you can see that we use the planner, and it will then show up on the day that you've set it for and automatically post for you, so you don't have to think about it again. The ads, this is the information for boosting posts. So a boosted post is content that you already have on your page that you want to boost its visibility. So you're paying for that boost. An ad on Facebook is separate from that. So a Facebook boosted post is going to show up on your Facebook page, and you're just paying a little bit of money to have it seen by a larger group of people. An ad has different settings, features. You can do custom audiences. It's a lot more in depth. That again can be in the advanced class, but the ads are a lot more advanced. But if you just want to boost some content to get it out there more, you can just spend a little money on that through here by boosting it. So this is the posts and stories. So you can take a look at all your posts today, and it gives you the option to boost them here. So if you were to boost a post, you can have a button. Just make sure you're selecting what you want. And then you can do a budget. Let's say we did a budget of 25. It's estimating that it's going to get pushed out to this many people every day. And so we have it set for, let's say, 5 days at $25 for the total of 5 days. It gives you an estimate as to how many people are going to see it. And then you just press boost now. So again, the boosting, the ads, they're very similar, but very different. So the details we can get into in the advanced class. But the insights down here, this is the overview of your page. So you can see the page reach. You can look at your audience if you have a large enough audience, and you can look at your content. I would use your insights to look at your content to help you decide what type of content to post. So you can see the reach versus the engagement. So like I said, that free kids fishing day, this is that post. We had a lot of engagement on that post, and we had a lot of reach as well. So you can see that did really well compared to some of the other stuff we have going. Now down here, all tools. This is where you can really start getting more advanced with your platform. So the ads manager is where you would set up ads. This button ads is just for the boosted, so a little confusing, but you can set your custom audiences. You can set up the forms here. You can also set up appointments and someone placing orders on your Facebook. So they're building a lot of the business features out. If you're an appointment-based business, this would be great. Someone can just book an appointment right on your Facebook page and purchase things right from your Facebook page. So there's a lot of advanced capability in the backend here. But I would mostly use this for the planner, and you can track all of your engagement here as well. Now, to further kind of explain the difference between the two, the professional dashboard, which is this guy here, all this. That one is more of the basic business tools for smaller businesses. You can have access to Facebook and Instagram, but it's more of the basic insights, and it doesn't have as in-depth data as the Meta Business Suite, but it's enough to give you the information you need. And then the Meta Business Suite is the advanced business tool for larger companies or marketing agencies, and it has access to Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp. It includes advanced analytics, the content planner, the ad center, the forms, appointments, all that stuff. So much more advanced. And then the page insights, which I was showing you, I'm going to break down some of the terms so that you know what you're looking at and how to use that info. But basically, the page insights is providing you valuable information to help you make informed decisions about your content and how you're engaging with your audience. So it can help you determine what post types are popular, what content types are popular, and how engaging your content is. And you can determine that by the reach, impressions, and engagement. So reach is the number of individual accounts that viewed your content. Impressions is how many times your content was viewed, which could be the same account. So that number will be higher than reach. Reach is the individual, impressions is the quantity of times it's been seen. And then engagement is the total number of comments, reactions, and shares on the post. You can get your insights from the professional dashboard or the Meta Business Suite. I'm going to show you in the Meta Business Suite one more time, just the insights here. So the overall Facebook page reach, you can change the dates here if you want to look for the year, the month, whatever you're looking for. It'll also give you some options for ways to grow your reach. But again, I'd say the most important insights here is your content insights, because it's going to show you the reach of your post, how many people have seen it, and then the engagement of those posts. So you can see this community-based content did really, really well compared to, let's say, something else, you know, like one of our class posts didn't do so great. So you can see like the type of content, what is drawing the engagement here. So community content is drawing much more engagement than the free business class. So that helps you determine what you should make more of and what you can kind of stop making if you're testing different content types, that helps as well. So overall, I know we ran through a lot here, but we covered the purpose and benefits of a Facebook page, the different account types, how to set up your profile and manage it, the different types of content engagement and best practices, your professional account versus Meta Business Suite, and then just some notes on the page insights. So I want to say thank you again so much for attending. I hope this helps you navigate your business page a little better. And if you're interested in a more advanced class for Facebook, sign up for our next one. It's going to be at the end of March, March 28th, and we'll be going into the advanced layers of Facebook. But I will also be sending a follow-up email. It's going to have a link to the class recording, so you can rewatch this and go through as many times as you need. And I'll also send a few feedback questions, so you can tell us what you liked, what you're looking for in the future, just so you can help us provide you the best content. I want to thank our sponsor again, Outer Reach. I recommend taking a look at their internet plans for businesses. You can go to their website right here. And if you're interested in one-on-one support with your Facebook or digital presence in any way, I'm offering 25% off, so you can just reach out and I'd be happy to help you. But a final thank you to the library for partnering with us to bring free classes to the community. And if you want to stick around, we will jump into our Q&A now.
Thanks so much, Cassie. There are a couple questions in the chat. So
yeah, I'm pulling those right now.
Great.
See.
Heather,
so
I can respond to your second one while Cassie's reading them. Yes, we are looking at expanding to East Millinocket and Medway. There's just some logistical items we're working through at the moment. Our next three towns in the area are Lee, Lakeville, followed by Lincoln this summer. So Cassie, I'll turn it back to you.
Perfect. Okay, so we're going to start with the first question. Is it better to practice to post at high activity times or to post shortly before then, so then it can start to spread before that peak time? I would say I would send it at the peak time. So it's going to get lost in the feed if you do before. If anything, I would recommend slightly after the peak time so that you're catching all that traffic. As you post, it's going to go lower down the feed. So you want to jump in right when it's as popular a time as possible. And then the next question is, would you review how to find and respond to messages? Definitely. So go back to your profile. So if you're in here, you can come to your professional dashboard and, Facebook doesn't make it easy. They have so many layers in here, but you come to your Meta Business Suite and then you can go to inbox right here. And that's going to have all your messages. If you go to notifications, that's going to have all the activity. So if someone likes a photo, shares a photo, hearts a photo, so on and so forth, it's going to have every little bit of engagement, and your inbox is going to have all your messages. So again, you're on your page, Meta Business Suite, inbox. Okay, and the next question is, when creating events, is there a way to get to more events than the ones listed? There does not seem to be anything like books or literature anymore. Let's see. So let's go to all tools, because there's multiple ways to get to things within Facebook, which can make it challenging or easier depending on your view, but okay, that one's not working. Let's try the other way to get to events. So I'm going in professional dashboard, events, create event. So you're saying category down here. Yeah, the categories are pretty limiting, to be honest. There's no way to add other categories. There's not an option to type in things. So you'll have to pick something that's already provided. Good thing is Facebook changes so constantly that this might change soon. But bad thing is it's slightly limiting. So unfortunately, no. Karen, yeah, absolutely. You can unmute.
Oh, great. Thank you. Just because I started typing, I'm like, this is going to be way too long for me to explain.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll try to keep it brief. So I know that Facebook has those weird algorithms where sometimes you never see something that's posted, or too often I've seen an event, got it really excited, and then realized it was from 3 days ago and I've already missed it. So what happened, another thing that I've noticed is sometimes I'll see a library, or maybe other, but I'll pick out on libraries. I might see a library post about an event an hour or so before it's occurring. And then I'll go look at their page to see, well, is that the only time they posted about this event? Because it doesn't make sense to me to do it only then. And I have seen where there have been times where I couldn't see any other mention of an event anywhere on their Facebook page, not listed in the discussion or in the events. I'm just curious, is that considered good practice? Or is there, some reason why that's done?
Could you re-ask the question? I'm so sorry. I'm lost in the details of it.
Well, I just wondered about the fact that sometimes libraries or other organizations might post about an event just an hour before it, and that is the only post they create about it. And
got it.
It just doesn't
Okay,
make sense to me, because I know how fast moving everything is, and people miss a lot of because of those Facebook algorithms that I don't see until 3 days later,
I would recommend, my best practices would be to create a schedule so that you can post it. I usually like to start 2 weeks to a week ahead. You don't want to start too in advance because people are going to lose interest, but a week is a safe bet. So posting a week ahead, and then maybe a few days before the day of, and then if you want to, you could do the hour before, but I like to do basically dropping a few little crumbs of the event before it actually happens so that you can get as much visibility as possible. So my best practices would be to do it in advance and to do a couple of them.
Okay, that's more like what I was thinking. So
yeah,
I guess
and that's where that planner is going to come in handy.
Yeah, right, thank you.
That way you can plan a few posts. You only sit down once and plan them rather than posting every time you want it to go out. It's much easier when you plan it.
Yeah, great, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions, comments? Yeah, so next question is, when is the best timing to actually create the event initially? How much before the event date? It depends on the event type, I would say. If it's a larger, let's say like, I'm going to use the Millinocket Marathon as an example. I would do that probably like a month or two before signups for it, and then consistently post to get people to sign up for it. But if it's something smaller, like a library event, let's say we have a live reading from an author, I would say a week ahead of time is solid. Again, you can do 2 weeks if you want to, or a little bit over a week. We just want to make sure that you're staying top of mind for people. So creating a couple of posts about the event and scheduling them out is going to be your best bet. But I would say about a week in advance for events.
Can I ask a follow-up question about the events?
Yeah, absolutely.
I noticed you can't schedule posts to go into an event feed, but is there benefit to posting into that instead of onto your general business page?
There's not. So if you're posting within the event page, that's only going to the people that are attending the event. So people that have already selected to attend. So that's actually limiting your post going out. So I would post your content about the event to promote the event outside of the event, and then any event updates, or if there's details that you want to add in, or if you're looking for volunteers or something like that about the event, I would post that within the event. But if you're promoting it, I would post it on your business page so that it can get out to as many people as possible.
Thank you.
And you can also boost those page posts so that it then reaches a larger audience for you as well. So like we saw, like $25 for, you could do it a week. You're going to get about 250 to 600 views a day. So that will really help with visibility and hopefully attendance.
I have one more question too.
Sure. Yeah.
So currently we just, I'm with the library and we just have a Facebook page and not an Instagram. If we were to add an Instagram, is it just on that, the initial page, the setup
I'm
where
gonna
your
show you,
profile, and then you just say, you just click that button once and then it's going to go to both all the time. Is that correct?
I'll show you how that works. So to add your Instagram, you're going to go to Meta Business Suite.
So I would first create an Instagram page.
Yep.
And
First go to
come here.
Instagram, create
Okay.
a page,
Okay.
and then you're going to link it to your Facebook. And that's the part I'm showing you here. So I know I saw it in here. Dashboard. It's easy to get lost in here. Okay, let's see. Linked accounts. I'm sorry. So it's professional dashboard, linked accounts. And you can connect your account here. And it's just going to ask you to connect. It'll ask you to search for your thing, your Instagram name, and you connect it there. But what's that going to, it's going to allow you to post content and ads to both platforms, and it will pull messages and comments into the back end of Facebook here. So then you can respond to comments on Instagram through this backend, as well as responding to messages through this backend here. So once you link it in the professional dashboard, I'm going to show you how to do the posting to both platforms. So if you come back out and we go to Meta Business Suite again, and you can access your planner here or here, whichever you prefer. I'm going to create. Actually, I'm realizing this isn't going to let me opt in because we don't have an Instagram linked. Darn. Typically at the top of your post here, or at the top of your post here, there will be an option to just check off post to Instagram. And so then whatever you're putting in here for content, that's also going to go to your Instagram. So I'm sorry, the visibility isn't here, but I can always show you on your personal stuff too. We could always set a time and I could show you how to do it if you need that.
That's okay. No, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Alrighty, any other questions from anyone? Or do we have any interest in an advanced class looking at syncing Instagram, looking at setting up paid ads and the advanced insights and boosts and all that stuff? Is anyone interested in an advanced class of Facebook?
Yeah, I would like to see it.
Great.
I'm a professional photographer, and I was wondering, I have my own domain, but I was wondering, everybody's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I have all accounts. My wife told me about this class. She's a librarian here in town. And
Yeah.
You know, so I'd be interested in learning as much as possible. I'm headed down a different route in my life, and it's
Yeah,
the whole key is advertisement. You know, that's
it
three
is.
quarters of what we do.
It
And then
is.
once you land the account, either you're worth your salt or you're not.
Right, right. But at least this gets you out there and in front of people. Yeah, I would definitely, if you're a photographer, I would recommend all the social platforms as well as a website. So Facebook can work really well for a lot of different businesses to just be their website. It's a nice free option, but for photographers with the type of the photos you have, having a really eye-catching website is going to be important for you because it's a typically higher price ticket item. People like to see more of a robust online presence. So a website I would definitely recommend.
Yes, I'm with GoDaddy.com, and you know, I was wondering if I shouldn't carry more than one, or if I should just keep, you know, banking on the social media sites. You know, I just figured that so many people just check Facebook every day. Every time I look
Yeah,
at somebody, they got a phone in their face. It's like,
I
what?
would do both for you. I would do the social media so you can send them to your website so that you can show them like this really wow visual of all your photos with like a capture form to get those clients into your email and capture those leads. But I would have all of your social media content and information pointing to your website. So I'd recommend both for you for sure. But if you're interested in more specific help, just reach out to me after. I'd be happy to help.
All right,
And
do
that
I
goes
get
for
you at
anyone.
that the broadband site?
So the Outreach Broadband, that's the sponsor for the event. They provide business internet plans. So I highly recommend them if you need internet service. They also do residential. But my information is the Streamline Design. I'll put it in the email follow-up that we're going to send as well. It's going to have a link to this video, and it's going to provide you with any other links like Outreach and myself. Okay, I think we are looking good. This is great. So we had some good feedback on doing an advanced class. So we'll put that in the works, and I'll put a sign up button in the email as well. So you can just sign up right from that email if you want a spot in the next class. And feel free to share this with other business owners. We'd really love to get more free information out there. So yeah, pass this on to other business owners that you know. We'd greatly appreciate it.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for attending. Hope everyone has a good night.
Thank you,
Thank
Cassie.
you, Cassie.
Great.
Likewise.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you
Have a
as
good night,
well.
everyone.